Well, I'm at the campsite and it's bloody quiet. There's not an awful lot I can do. There's no people coming in and no one going out, and I thought I might just talk to the people that follow me on YouTube and wherever else, and talk about some Mac stuff. Well, recently I did a upgrade to my mail program. I added an SSL certificate to that. I got it from I got a certificate from startssl.com, and it gave me what's known as MIME. Now MIME, what it does is that it will let me put a digital signature on an email that I send out, and if I send that off to somebody who's also got an MIME certificate and they send me one back, an email back, then I get their digital certificate, and basically then I can reply back to them after that with an email that is going to be encrypted. So it works out pretty good actually. I quite like it. In some ways it's like quite similar to using GPG or PGP, where you're encrypting stuff. You've got a public key and a private key, and sending the email off that is digitally signed off to somebody, what you're doing is you're giving them your public key to start with, and then that means that they can send something back to you and it's going to be encrypted, and vice versa as well. So it works out pretty good. It works on iOS as well. So if I send an email out from iOS and I've got the iOS certificate installed there as well, and that wasn't difficult to do. All I had to do was to send an email to myself with the public key in it, or it was a private key, one of the two, and have that go to open it up on my iPhone and also my iPad, because I want to send email messages from both of those places. And then what I was able to do was to just install it as a profile on the iOS device. So now when I get messages in that have been digitally signed and encrypted, it means I can read them on iOS. So that's quite good. Quite pleased with that, in fact. So that's that. And what else have I been doing? Well, today I haven't been doing much at all really. I've been farting about. I was looking at Bitcoin just out of interest, because I saw an article where someone had sold a Porsche for 300 Bitcoins, and that's worth about $3,000. And well, it's okay really, isn't it? So I thought, well, maybe I could do this and try Bitcoin myself. But I don't really want to go buying any Bitcoins. I think I'd rather do it where maybe I can sell something, like my old iMac, which is not working anymore but needs a new screen put onto it. And if someone would give me some Bitcoin for that, I could be quite happy if it was a reasonable amount. I'd sell it for maybe 300 Bitcoin. Hang on, not 300. This is a bit too much for an iMac. I'd sell it for maybe 3 or 4 Bitcoins, because they're worth about 100 at the moment, these Bitcoins, and that'll give me enough that I could put it into a box and send it off. And I can use those Bitcoins, I can get those Bitcoins out as euros, or I could buy something else with it instead. So, and at the moment what I'd like to be able to do is I'd like to be able to save some money up and get myself another camera. I've been looking at the Panasonic GH3 and it looks really good, but it's a bit expensive, so that's why I need to get some money together. So anyway, what else? Oh yeah, if I do that I'll have to get rid of the Canon 600D that I've got, which is a good camera, but there's a few things the GH2 and well GH3 does better. For instance, it's got Wi-Fi in there, so I can control it from my iPad, which would be rather good. It's also got autofocus, which works while you're actually making a movie. So if someone is walking towards you and you're making a movie of them, that means you can actually keep them in focus while they're walking towards you, so that's quite good. And there's a few things, makes it good.